Yo, what's up guys? I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm trying to post every day this month for you guys to keep you guys updated on the whole Chicago Bulls search, and any NBA draft rumors that come out, because the NBA draft is next month and that's going to be a crazy month for our future and I can't wait for that. I trust our Taurus 100%. Hopefully he drafts the right player that can fit in, start maybe, or fit in right with our roster and help us win some more games. But yeah, let's just get into today's video, because today's video has a lot of Bulls related news in it. And also later in the video I'm going to be talking about Lauri Markkanen, and I'm going to be throwing up a few clips of him working out. He doesn't really put out too much workout videos, but I did find a few on Instagram, so I'm going to throw those up to keep you guys updated and show you guys. But the first topic in today's video is of course about the whole Chicago Bulls head coaching search. Our Taurus and Mark Eversley are currently interviewing people. And the biggest name linked to the Bulls, I'd say, is Kenny Atkinson. And the whole Kenny Atkinson to the Chicago Bulls has been a very fluid situation. And it's believed through back channels that Kenny Atkinson is very interested in the Bulls head coaching job. It doesn't surprise me. Kenny Atkinson is the best player development coach out there. And of course, the Brooklyn Nets fired him kind of out of nowhere. And if I was a head coach, I'd be attracted to the Bulls, man. We finally just blew up a whole front office. We got a nice, young, talented core. Of course, they just need to stay healthy. And of course, it's Chicago. It's one of the biggest cities and organizations in the NBA. Especially if you're an assistant coach in the NBA, who wouldn't want to move up and coach the Chicago Bulls? A legendary organization. I mean, I would. But of course, even though Kenny Atkinson is very interested in the Bulls job, that doesn't mean our Taurus will hire him, even though I do believe, I don't know why, I have a feeling our Taurus is going to hire Kenny Atkinson. Like I said, he's the best player development coach out there on the market, and he also has great relationships with his players, and a lot of Brooklyn Nets players said he was a great head coach and that they're surprised they fired him and they miss him already. Our Taurus is taking his time, and he's talking to a bunch of candidates to figure out who's the right man for the job, of course, but I do believe Kenny Atkinson is going to be up on his list. And yesterday, per one NBA insider, he pretty much said the Bulls hiring Kenny Atkinson should be a no-brainer. And he pretty much said, I don't know why this is a no-brainer. I mean, you have a Bulls team that has a lot of young players that need to be developed. And he also said, hands down, Kenny Atkinson is the best development coach available. So it just made sense. Of course, the Bulls have a young roster. We need to be developed. So it makes a lot of sense to bring in Kenny Atkinson. I see a lot of you guys in the comments really wanting Kenny Atkinson, and I'm really high on him as well, especially because our assistant coach that we're keeping, Chris Fleming, also worked with him in Brooklyn. So that makes even more sense to bring in Kenny Atkinson, because our assistant coach and our head coach, if we bring in Kenny, have already worked together and already have a good relationship together. And I've seen a lot of the Bulls players really like Chris Fleming. They saw him as the main coach other than Jim Boylen. They really didn't like Jim Boylen, but they had a lot of trust in Chris Fleming and liked him as the assistant coach. And that would of course help ease a potential transition if we hire him or whatever, and it would just help the whole organization and roster. And the other day, another rumor came out about the Chicago Bulls being really interested in another assistant coach in the NBA. He's currently in the NBA bubble, and he's the Miami Heat's assistant head coach. His name is Dan Craig. I've talked about him in one of my past videos, and the Bulls are really interested in him, and I don't blame them. The Heat have been amazing for forever. And Dan Craig has been with the organization for, I'm pretty sure, 17 years, pretty much the whole time Pat Riley has been there. So obviously he knows winning. He's been in a winning culture. Miami Heat are just a great organization, so I don't blame the Chicago Bulls for being really interested in this man. I 100% assume whenever the Miami Heat get eliminated from the playoffs or whatever, shout out to Jimmy Butler. I miss that kid. He is balling out on Miami. Good for him. A bunch of scouts were doubting him, saying he wasn't a number one option. And then our dumb old front office traded him, saying Jimmy Butler wasn't nothing special and we couldn't rebuild it, around him. That just pisses me off, but at the same time, I'm rooting for Miami and Jimmy Butler. Good for them, man. I can't believe they're about to sweep the Bucks. But yeah, it's good to see that the Bulls are interested in nothing but winning, assistant head coaches and coaches in this league. That's our Taurus' main thing, is player development, good trust between players and coaches, and of course winning. That doesn't hurt, and that's always a big plus to add into. And another rumor that's been going around is about another, of course, Chicago Bulls head coaching search, candidate. And Casey Johnson was talking about him, and he was talking to people around the league, and he kept hearing like why people like are so high on Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham is the assistant head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks, and as you guys know, the Bucks are a great team, even though they're not playing that well in the bubble right now. And Casey Johnson even said he doesn't know a lot about Darvin Ham, and as do I. I don't know that much about him, I'm going to be honest. Of course, he's a great assistant coach or a good team, so that's all you really need to know. But Casey Johnson was talking to like 2 or 3 people that he trusts a lot, and they talk pretty much regularly with like the league circles, and they were pretty much saying that this guy would be a home run hire, and they say he's more than just ready. He's been ready to be a head coach for many seasons now, so it made sense why the Bulls are interested in Darvin Ham as well, especially if he's like, of course, he's already on a great team, he's associated with winning, which helps. And if people are saying that he's been ready to be a head coach for many seasons, of course the Bulls got to give him an interview. I've noticed this throughout all these rumors. The Bulls are like trying to find a good assistant coach to bring up to be a head coach. We're not really looking at head coaches other than Kenny Atkinson. I'm pretty sure that's the only head coach, of course, that like the rumor has came out and leaked that the Bulls have interviewed. But yeah, it is kind of interesting that Arturis and Mark Eversley are like, of course, interviewing a lot of like assistant coaches to bring up to be a head coach. I'm not like against that plan, but it definitely is a different plan than I expected. And before this video ends, like I said earlier in the video, I found some like short little videos of Lauri Markkanen working out. He doesn't really leak too much on his Instagram. He kind of just like keeps it behind closed doors. So it's cool that I found these little like links or whatever you want to call it to these videos. So I'm just going to throw up these videos and the video is going to end. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out all my past videos I've been uploading every day. Make sure you guys leave any comments or questions below this video about the whole Chicago Bulls head coaching rumors and such.